I know, right? Sound the alarm. The one person that speaks about Lolly all the time doesn't know what Blue Archive really is. Look, I've seen it to a point of people discussing it, and that's really about it. I don't know anything about its lore. I didn't know anything about what's going on. Nothing about it really, outside the fact that anytime I see it, it's usually these two chicks who I like to call Vanilla and Chocolate, honestly, because they're about the finest two characters that's always paired up with each other. And that's about it. Outside the fact that, yes, this is like Lolly City, and that's about it. Right? So I had to watch basically an 8-minute video essentially explaining in the most simplest terms what the heck is going on. And there's a lot more into Blue Archive than I thought there was. Like, there's like a whole bunch of like students, and there's like a big sets of academies, and they have their own government power and political stuff, and apparently there's a communist mustache lolly. Why is this a thing? And essentially a lot of other stuff that I am not prepared for to jump into, right? And that's essentially where the knowledge of things go and pretty much ends, right? For me at least. Like, I've seen gameplay of Blue Archive, and I'll keep it a stack, it's not my favorite type of gameplay in the world. I'm not that type of person that would just sit here and play it like that. Honestly, it's not my cup of tea personally, and that's just kind of how it is. But for the most part, that's just like one aspect of it, right? And really, from what I've seen online too, outside of the fact of the, you know, memes and such, I would say, at least as an outsider looking in, Blue Archive seems to be the franchise or series where you care more for the character designs instead of the story, which I assume that's what most people care for. Because again, most of the times I'm always seeing like gens on the characters, or, you know, different character designs that come from it and stuff like that, and that's essentially really, again, all I usually see. Right? So of course I've seen, you know, this psychopathic looking chick who, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, would clap cheeks up, and that's about as far as that goes. And I obviously seen like the Vanilla and Chocolate chick. There's also this one chick that I drew a commission of last year, and there's like a few other characters too. But outside of that, not really knowing much, again, else about this dang show or game or whatever the hell it is, honestly. Right? I do know there's an anime. Don't hold me to watching the anime, because we just dropped Behead Neko, honestly. So I don't really feel like jumping into anything, I guess, right now. You know, so there is definitely that. You know, gotta find something that actually is something I really want to attach myself to. So it's gonna be a minute. And the only other thing I guess I can add to this discussion is essentially the fact that you have like a ton of lolly content when it comes to these characters, because that's also, again, obviously the major thing I keep seeing a ton of the time, and what made me interested to see about Blue Archive in the first place, and why this video even exists, because there is a ton of it, right? There is so many. The only character I remember that I keep seeing content of consistently was like one blue hair girl with like a bandana on her head or something like that, and that's really about it, right? So yeah, it's literally a franchise or a series where girls go to school and they have guns, and apparently gun culture is like the norm there for whatever reason, and you don't die by guns unless the Halo thing goes away, and then you could die by gun, but that's really about it, and it's probably not that current that it happens often. So again, there is pretty much not much knowledge from me that I know about when it comes to this whole entire series at all. But I do know some things. I don't know everything. No one does. But for me, that's probably the extent of my knowledge go. In terms of the women though, I would probably say that there is a few out there that's like, yeah, I would select 4. I would probably, you know, go ahead and just jump in, and definitely would clap cheeks easily. But that's as far as I would say I would go. Of course, this is also a gacha game, so makes sense why so many people are gravitated towards it, right? Not really any character, I would say, like super overly majorly that makes me feel like, oh, I gotta know what this is. But just like, yeah, there's a lot of good designs here. I can definitely see why people, you know, really like this damn game, or why they have so many cunning and joyous out there. I can definitely understand and see why. But you know what the craziest thing about this whole Blue Archive thing? This literally just reminds me of my own damn series, where it's just Jay and a bunch of women at a school setting, and it's literally, I think, like, you're a sensei there, and you have like a whole bunch of lollies or whatever, and there's basically no guys, as far as I'm aware of, and you're at a school setting. So, again, it feels too similar, and I don't even know anything about this show, and it just feels like it's the same damn thing to an extent, right? But yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, all I gotta say for this one. I don't know anything about Blue Archive. Is there any characters I should, do you think I would gravitate towards? Let me know in the comments, I suppose, or just let me know a brief introduction to Blue Archive in a way, because I don't know anything about this. I doubt I'll play the game. Maybe I'll watch the anime if it's good, right? And yeah, that's basically, I guess, about it for this one. About a weird Sunday, honestly. It's a weird one. We came off the Royal Rumble, so I very much was hyped off of that. Also, Alexa Bliss was fine as hell, and that was all you needed to know about the Royal Rumble. But anyway, that's essentially all I gotta say for this one, so hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the button, hit your way out, also on socials, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Kofi and Cash App is available as well. Until then, it's boy Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.